Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, Werewolf San Diego. In this scene, we have a rather distraught symphony of memes. She has not heard or seen her packmate in the last 2 days, and he has cut himself off from the pack link, and she puts out a frantic howl for help to find him.
Jesse will drop the rock that he's carrying kind of abruptly and run in her direction.
She is near the Sept housing, on Sept housing for Garrow. Standing outside where Bamboozles and Symphony usually live.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut anyone off.
No, go on.
Nope, go ahead.
Okay. This Umbra side or Tellurian side?
Well, howls can only be heard in the Umbra, so.
Okay.
It would be Umbra for right now.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure since I wasn't sure how it was done here. Yeah. Sierra hears that, and her natural curiosity is going to take her over to Symphony.
Kate will look up from whatever she's doing and try to follow the howl.
Yep.
I'm not entirely certain how successful she'll be at that, because she's, to this point, never been in the Umbra, so.
Oh, then Sierra's taking Kate along for sure then.
Yeah, you can fudge that however you want. It's fine.
There's no way Sierra will allow Kate to just be fucking around the Umbra by herself.
So a large coyote will run up to Symphony of Memes. Like, we're at a fire.
Sierra, as she approaches, is going to just pat Zahara and be like, come on, Cleve, let's go.
And she'll go along.
She'll what now? I'm sorry, you're very muffled.
Oh, sorry. She will pad along.
Okay.
Upon seeing this coyote running towards her, she takes a moment to kind of like focus. She'll be like, "Oh, that's who that is," and then she'll go back to being kind of frantic.
Bounce, bounce, bounce when he gets to her. Like, naturally exuberant, and then kind of plop on his butt and look up at her. Like, what do? Your help. What
like, do? She'll wait for everyone to arrive that's going to arrive. And I'll just say it doesn't take very long for everybody to get there, wherever they're at. I need help. Bamboozles is missing, and he's not answering the pack link.
Kate will sort of look around at each of them. Mostly just like trying to gauge their responses to this.
All right. Symphony Raya, what have we tried thus far to find them?
Backlink. I've tried calling him. He's not answering his cell phone. I've tried Ride the Questing Stone and didn't really get much. So I think we just need to go look for him somewhere. I know there's a big event going on downtown. That might be where he went.
You wait. Oh my god, Comic-Con's this week.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. I actually thought about going, but I did not.
Sierra lights up and she's like, "Holy shit!"
Because the whole rage thing just kind of doesn't. I don't work well with large crowds of people. It's a
Keep
geek
looking
stream
back
now,
and
and she
forth,
kind of
like-
gets she kind of gets a little far away look in her eyes, thinking about Comic Con, how much she'd like to go. Like,
Jesse does that. Jesse does that empty mouth gum thing like old people do. Like, and he's like, "Can one of you youngsters explain what this Comic Con is?" Like the old man doesn't get it.
Basically, it's a celebration of nerd culture.
I celebrate that now.
Yeah,
but it's become less about comic books and more about just pop culture in general.
Okay.
yeah. Like, there's still lots of shit on comic books, but like shit like Game of Thrones gets advertised there. You get new previews for movies and games.
This one of those D&D things.
Yeah, that's there too. Also, holy shit, guys! You see that new fucking trailer for Thor? It looks amazing.
No blink, like just no. He doesn't know. No.
Okay.
Sage nod from Symphony.
Kate's just looking back and forth, going, I do not even have an idea of what they're talking about.
Is this an X-Men thing? I think I heard
It
something
can
about
be.
it last time.
It
No,
can
it's-
be. Yeah.
It can be, but yeah, Thor's a Marvel thing, and X-Men is too. Although it's handled by a different company right now because
I thought Thor was.
I mean he is, but it's
Symphony is looking at Sierra like. Symphony is just looking at Sierra curiously, and she goes, "You got some weird taste for Black Fury. We should hang out more."
woo.
He'll look over at Kate like, "Help me."
He looks back like I would if I could.
He'll just kind of go closer to her. He'll kind of like reach his fingertips down, touch her fur. Like, we're just gonna be over here.
I mean, long story short, it's a place where there are lots and lots and lots of people in close proximity, and people with high rage should probably be there. Bamboozles doesn't have high rage, but some of the rest of us do.
Like me? You mean specifically me, don't you? I'm not trying to point myself out or make this about me, but me.
And me. Hello.
But I'm making it all about me, remember? It's just kind of like, come on.
She gives you a look like, "Girl, please."
Pipe up to Symphony and ask, have you checked the closest source of Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I've checked
Oh,
all of his favorite
I'll
places.
do it Comic-Con.
I mean, there's probably large quantities of Mountain Dew at Comic Con.
They sample that shit over there.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You get free fucking samples of Mountain Dew. I was hearing about
She
that stuff.
face palms. She face palms. Oh. Then that's where he is.
That's probably where he is.
All right, let's go get him. Shit. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how to go about this.
I know how to go about this, guys.
Then you take the lead, Sierra. I'm all for that.
Kate's
All
gonna
right.
look to Jesse like, I do not even know what I'm in for.
Yeah, he just looks down to her and then back up at them like, what are we,
All right. So, this is an infiltration and rescue mission, everyone. We need disguises. I have just the tools.
what?
Come with me. And she's gonna fucking step sideways.
Follow.
I'm not gonna make everybody roll to step sideways. You could just do it. And
Wait, what do you mean by step sideways?
You gotta, she already stepped sideways. She's at there. I don't know how to explain this. You gotta get
Hold on.
across.
I know how to do it. Let me show you. Okay. Come with me. Sierra takes Kate over to.
Kate looks back at Jessie nervously because of all the stuff she's heard of the Umbra, but she walks with Sierra.
No, it's not too far. It's only a few feet over to like the nearest, which is the whole fucking lake.
You'll be okay. Go ahead.
All right. You know that feeling you have when you shift? It's a forward and backwards progression.
Kate nods.
This is much different, but still the same. You'll still be doing that shift. But you're going to be going sideways instead. Rather than change your body, you're going to be changing your spirit.
Okay. But how do I make that feeling happen sideways?
Well, how do you walk sideways?
It's like she looks at the ground a few moments, like she's trying to figure out how to answer your question. But she can't relate walking sideways to shifting. It's like the two just don't connect. All right. Okay, so what am I supposed to feel when I shift? And she puts up air quotes, sideways. Never mind, she doesn't put air quotes. I forgot she was in Lupus.
She can totally just stand up and do air quotes with her paws. I've done that shit.
I'm down for this. Beep, beep.
Okay, so hold on. Kate's going to attempt this.
All right, roll your Gnosis difficulty 4.
Watch the shit, watch.
Gnosis what? Or just Gnosis?
Just your Gnosis.
Okay,
Just your permanent Gnosis rating difficulty 4.
Okay, so Kate sits there and thinks about it for a few minutes. And then she stands up on all fours. Sort of sits back a little bit on one of her haunches. And tries to take a step forward as she relaxes into Hamid and uses that feeling of relaxing into Hamid to shift her sideways into the Umbra. That's what happens.
You're already in the Umbra, so you're going to the Tellurian.
Sweet. That thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tellurian is just, regular world.
So you're probably gonna. So I would play it as, she's going from that lighter feeling in the Umbra to the heavier feeling of being back in the real world.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I've literally never done this before.
Hey, no, it's all
No,
good.
it's fine.
Do it sometime.
If you guys want to roll, you can. Yeah.
All rolls have a possibility of botching, so I will just take.
Yeah.
I'll just go.
I had her roll because she wanted to, because Kate's never really done it before. So everyone else
When Jess-
knows how to step sideways.
When Jesse sees it, she did it, by the way. He'll get kind of a little proud smile on his face.
Okay, so I think everyone steps sideways and is following Sierra.
Yep. Where Sierra takes them to. Does Sierra have a cabin, or is that just like a communal cabin, or what's up?
So, the housing is there are. I imagine it as like for Cleoths and anybody who's not an elder or an Athro can have a place there, and they're all like just a series of like duplexes that are 1 or 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
So, and you can share a duplex with somebody, or you can have your own. Just depends on how many are there.
Okay, and these are those duplexes that we drove by.
Yeah,
All those rows of them. Okay.
yeah, and some of those are actually part of the sept, so they're protected by the wards, and then others are not, but they're right next to the sept, and that's where kinfolk are.
Okay. Considering this is a funzy scene, how liberal can I get with things that Sierra has?
I mean, just say what she has, and we'll let you know if it's okay or not.
All right, so Sierra's gonna take them over to her place, and she's going to kind of start shouting, not super loud, but she'll say, "For an infiltration, we need a disguise. We need a way to blend in. At Comic-Con, people wear costumes to emulate characters that they are fans of." She's kind of closed the door, and she's just talking through. So, we all need one of these in order to blend in a bit better. And Sierra opens the door, and just like that, hey guys, Sierra's wearing a Rey cosplay from The Force Awakens. Complete with the staff.
That's
Jesse,
awesome.
I have some things for you guys too. Give me a sec. Just gonna walk to the back. Jesse's gonna get a Deadpool cosplay.
Oh God, why? Actually, Deadpool, he knows. They'll kind of grab it, look down at it, and they'll smile like, "Oh, okay, I got this one. I like this movie."
Zahara is going to, firstly, Sierra's going to be like, all right, look, come here. I'm going to paint you green.
I would rather you didn't.
Can you speak up, please? I can't hear you.
Sorry, she said, I would rather you didn't.
You need to be green for the disguise now. Come on.
If we need to be stealthy, I can be stealthy. Perfectly fine without being green.
It's not about being unseen. It's about hiding in plain sight.
Come on, Sierra. Just give her something different.
All right. Give me a sec. Let me scrounge something up. Wait. I have an idea. Zahara, how do you feel about makeup?
I've never used it, and it looks weird.
I've never seen it and it looks what?
Weird.
Well, now's the time to try.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. If there was anything said.
Oh, yeah, Sierra said, well, now's the time to try.
Zahira's just gonna kind of sigh. But, go along with it, I suppose.
You're going to get basically some eyeliner. And, hey, you're going to just get a line on, like, your left eye. And, oh, hey, it's a Farah cosplay.
This is very awkward to walk around in.
Jesse actually knows this comic enough to point it out. He's like, with her coloring, why don't you put her in like little spaghetti strap, like black top and like black jeans and boots, and put like the she could be Death from Sandman if you floofed her hair up.
Yeah, but I don't think she'd get down with that too well.
That's like the one comic I know. After that, I'm lost. He'll pull the mask on.
Yeah.
Do the hand heart thing.
You know what? To stick with the, just because it's a bit of an easier one for Kate. Kate's going to be getting a Jyn Erso cosplay from Rogue One.
Yes.
Someone hand me a link. Oh, thank you.
That's the Deadpool one. If he'd hold on.
I can pull up Jyn Erso too.
I have it if you want. It does fit Kate actually.
Yeah.
Do you have it, Tim, or you want me to throw down the link I have?
I threw my link up. If you want to throw up yours, that's
Oh,
totally
okay, sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Because I was looking at the link.
All right, we're good to go, guys. Let's do this shit.
I'll point at Symphony. What about Symphony?
I got it.
Did you catch that, Tim?
Sierra said, I got it. She's going to go to the back and present Symphony with a, if I remember correctly, her name is Riri Williams, the new Iron Man.
Ooh, okay. She'll put that on.
Jesse will wiggle the mask on. Look at Kate, like, how do I look? And he'll kind of twist.
She sort of giggles at him and shakes her head and goes in the back and like probably in the bathroom. Sorry, in the back. Probably in the bathroom to change into her stuff. Like, you look silly.
Remind me not to drink too much water, because this thing ain't gonna be easy to get out of if I have to pee. Unless you're not looking for the deposit. He'll look back at Sierra.
The only ones I care about are this one and the Jan Urso one. And the Riri Williams one, because that one's fucking awesome.
You see, you don't care about me. He'll just pout playfully. He'll put the mask back on after pulling his hair in a ponytail. Thank you for not making me that one guy from Twilight, that werewolf guy. I would have been really mad.
Oh, no, that's racist as fuck. I wouldn't have done that. That's super racist. Super racist.
Kate comes out sort of trying to wrap that hood part around her head, but it's coming off more scarf-like, less hood-like. But otherwise, she's got it on pretty well.
All right, let's do this shit.
Do we put our hands in the middle and go break?
I was more thinking we get in the car and like drive over there.
Okay, that's we can do that too. Let's do that.
Okay, when I say drive over there, I mean drive within 5 blocks, because fuck trying to get into Comic-Con with that kind of fucking traffic. Nope, not today, Satan.
He'll nod.
Are we getting into a car?
Yep.
Which one of us is riding coach? Because I think there's one seat too many.
She'll actually ask before they actually get in the car, okay, how many of you have gone to the city in the last few months? Also, how many of you have ever been in a car?
Jesse will raise his hand.
Kate,
Don't raise his other one because
wait. Kate will raise her hand and then stop and be like, I've been in a car. I couldn't hear the first part of what you said, Tim.
She just asked if any of you have been in the city over the past few months.
Symphony raises her hand.
Kate will lower her hand and say, I've been in a car.
I have done neither of those two things.
Okay. I asked both of you if you've never been in a car. Because, well, okay, are you okay with being in a car, Kate?
She looks at the car, kind of fixates on the inside of the car.
I will roll the windows down.
Okay.
Deadpool will jump in front of her.
Then, Zahara, are you claustrophobic?
No, I am not.
All right. Do you have some kind of crazy ancestor of yours that's hell-bent on taking over your body and causing us all kinds of trouble?
She gives him or her a very nasty glare.
Right.
Jesse looks over like that was very specific.
My bad.
Symphony, after Sierra said that, Symphony even looked at her like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah, it's a very dirty glare at this point.
Kate's looking from one to the other like she has no idea what's going on.
The confused look on Kate's face, and we'll tell her. Just like my tribe, do not have ancestors or access to them. So, it could be construed as offensive to ask a question like that. She side eyes Sierra.
Oh, I'm sorry. And she just sort of looks sad.
All right, you need to know.
She looks at Sierra.
Well, let's go.
All right.
Jesse had a way to spin that was priceless, but I'm not going to say it in game. Jesse will follow along.
And at this point, I'm going to assume everybody gets in the car and you go vroom vroom down the highway, out the long road to the city proper.
That is in fact
You begin-
correct, considering that Kate has not gone insane from being in close space.
Thus far, windows open, air blowing. You start to see taller and taller buildings. You drive through a nice section as you're entering downtown on the 163. Trees everywhere. As far as you can see, though you're driving through a valley, so the hills kind of block much horizontal view, but it's very lush and green. And you come out and you see buildings 30, 40 stories tall, just looming over the city. You see cars on several freeways going every which way. The smell of the trees kind of fades as you get into the city, getting off the freeway, down into the shadows between these tall buildings. You can smell the difference for those who have not been in a city before. You go from that fresh air. Here, the air is a bit more cramped. There's still a nice ocean breeze that blows through, but it's not the same. It's got that smog from the cars that get stuck in traffic, from all of the buses and whatnot that travel about. You can see traffic ahead starting to really pile up on these city streets as you begin approaching Comic-Con.
Yeah, Jesse will get out of duck face selfie mode and kind of look over like, well then, and slip his phone into his pocket.
Kate stares at the throng of people from the car. Sits and stares at it. She'll take a deep breath and get out of the car.
Jesse will kind of shoulder bump her softly. It's like, you'll be okay.
And you guys park and get out of the car, and you see you're a fair number of blocks away, but even out here you can see a few hundred people just in the immediate area, wandering about, some getting in cars, some getting out of cars.
Jesse will walk with the group, but he is playing up his costume. Like I said, Deadpool is one of the very few movies he knew because of like the trickster aspect of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I can make a performance roll for it.
Not worried about it right now. Occasionally, some people even get over their nerves of you and come ask for pictures with Deadpool.
That is actually part of why he's doing it, by the way, so that he can offset his holy shit rage.
And you guys begin making your way in, and you can see the masses of people just growing ahead of you. There were a few hundred at the parking area you guys chose, but ahead of you, you can see 1,000 people just kind of smashed onto the sidewalks, moving towards the convention center.
Hey, he'll kind of lean over to Sierra. Sierra, is this one of them paid things?
I'm sorry again. Sorry about that. What was that?
He says, is this one of them paid things? Like, you have to pay to get in.
Generally, yeah. But if
Symphony produces badges for everybody.
Okay, we'll slip one over his head.
Kate will follow suit.
yeah, Sierra will too.
And how do you guys want to start to go about your search for bamboozles right now?
Well, Jesse's going to keep an ear out while walking near everybody for anyone talking about a deranged, crazy little ginger dog running around.
Kate is actually looking for the stand giving away Mountain Dew, and she's trying to do this without freaking out about being about being shoved in this room with a lot of people.
Yeah, what Sierra's going to do is she's going to hang on. She's going to hold on to Kate's hand. So that way she's always like in contact with somebody that she knows.
Kate looks grateful for the hand.
Sorry?
Kate seems grateful that Sierra grabbed her hand.
Okay.
Alright, I will need perception alertness from people who've stated ways that they're looking to find bamboozles.
All right, I'll go ahead and drop the gnosis for heightened senses.
Alrighty.
It's perception what?
Generally alertness, unless you're
Okay.
doing something different than just looking or listening.
Considering Wolf Sight is based on movement and I'm at a con, do I get the die bonus for that?
There's too much movement right now. You remember how many people there are.
Yeah.
You're at 4. You got. No, wait. Only minus 2.
Never mind 3.
3. All right. So, what was Sierra looking for in particular?
She knows what Bamboozles looks like in his Homid form. She's going to be looking for. Oh Jesus! Oh no! She's going to be looking for a short Hispanic man. And then I just realized we're in California. It's going to take a minute.
You see a lot of Hispanic men. Most of them are your height or shorter. There's a couple that are taller, but finding short people in this large throng of people is very difficult. All right. We will jump over to Deadpool. Deadpool, you hear some of the employees as you're passing by some of the events out here mention that there was a little Jack Russell running around here yesterday.
He'll keep an eye on which employees those were. Like where
they're wearing red. They're wearing red shirts, and on the back they say staff.
Okay, so he'll basically kind of note where their station is, and then he'll grab Sierra.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me finish giving everybody their information.
Okay,
Kate, as you guys are walking along, you see a Mountain Dew sign sticking up from something that says the Dead Zone. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, now you can go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he'll grab he'll basically try to find Sierra or a Symphony of Memes, whichever he finds first.
At this point, I'm just kind of here in the background, so interact with PCs as much as possible.
Okay. Yeah, he'll go to Sierra, and he'll basically say to her, he'll kind of lean in. He said, "Heard a couple of staff say they saw Jack Russell yesterday. Run about."
Oh. Yeah, it's definitely something to look into.
You want me to talk to him?
Sure, hopefully they won't freak out at you.
that's the. He's kind of walking backwards, and he's like, "That's the pros and cons of what we have going on for." He doesn't want to like say anything like litany out in public, but he's what he's thinking is they urge Galliard. Galliards talk. Galliards have more rage. What a trade-off. He's like, what do I tell him? My little dog ran away yesterday?
Actually, yeah.
Cool, gotcha.
People have dogs around the outside of this shit.
Yeah. So bamboozle's mine, gotcha. He'll thumbs up. And he'll kind of go over to him. And he'll kind of go over to him, the guards or the staff.
Can we help you?
Yeah, hey, I got a problem.
Yeah?
I had a little dog yesterday with me, and I lost him. I can't find him. It's driving me crazy.
I'm not a dog catcher.
Look, I need help finding my little dog. He's somewhere in the con. I imagine. I don't know. I've looked in the pound. I called around. They said they ain't gotten him or anything like that. So I need some help. I mean, your staff, right? You're supposed to help people out. I mean, I paid for these tickets, right? I mean,
They call over. They call on a walkie-talkie. Anybody see a dog running around? They get back a few negatives from other people. Doesn't look like there's a dog running around. If we see something, do you have a number we can get in touch with you through?
look, I get obviously I'm going over your head, and that's fine. Okay, look, you're just trying to do your job, but I want my dog back, and I know he's around here somewhere. Cool. Can I maybe get your manager or something like that? Supervisor?
They're busy with other stuff right now.
I mean, I can wait.
They were supposed to come by 2 hours ago. They're still busy. It may take a while.
It's a little Jack Russell dog. Ginger colored.
I saw Jack Russell around here yesterday, but nothing today.
Okay, where was he?
We pulled him off the fence to the dead zone a couple times.
And then help me out here, man. Come on.
I haven't seen him since, you know?
He's acting the very fret owner.
You can go ask the people around there.
He'll like sigh, kind of making a show about it. And he'll just shake his head and walk off. Man, thanks for all your help. Don't worry about it. And he'll walk back over to Sierra and say, pulled him off the gated dead zone.
Kate just
Looks
sort
like
of
that matches what you found.
Kate just sort of points over here. Like she's walked a little bit ways away, but she's not like lost or anything.
Okay. She'll say, looks like that matches then. Let's check it out.
Is there any possibility that he's on the other side? He'll kind of mouth softly. Did you catch that out again?
No,
Who were you
I
asking
didn't.
it to?
Yeah, out of game, very softly. He said, like kind of close to her ear. He said, "Is there any possibility he's on the other side?"
Okay, what was that last part? Just go ahead and say it out loud and just say that.
Is there any possibility he's on the other side?
Her response would be, it's a possibility, but the Mountain Dew's not over there.
Come on. He'll kind of like think for a moment, and he's like, 100% sure. He said, "You 100% sure?" Because he's heard of some stuff transferring over before.
It would take more work. It would take a lot of work to do what needs to be done to get it over there.
Not since he doesn't understand like that. Like he understands some spirit stuff, but not like that level. Well, what are we doing?
We're gonna go into that dead zone place and check it out.
There's a line that wraps most of the way around it.
Well, shit.
Kate will very, very quickly take the few steps back to the group, back to safety.
Jesse will kind of rest like an elbow on her shoulder, like kind of keeping up the Deadpool kind of aesthetic. But she can tell he's trying to keep a contact with her for some comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She jumps a little and then realizes it's you and offers you a little, like a shyish smile.
He'll nod at her.
So are you guys waiting in line? Are you gonna try and hop the fence, break in, push your way to the front?
How long does it look like it would take for this line to run?
How long are you gonna stand there watching the line to gauge that?
5 minutes? You want to just 5 minutes, good Sierra?
Yeah, Sierra does not have any impatience. So she's down to just kind of wait in line and keep note of things with heightened senses, so that way they can see if they need to react. quickly.
Yeah, Jesse's impatient, so that's why he can wait about 5 minutes before he looks like he's about to wiggle.
Oh, Jesse's impatient? Oh, shit. All right. Here we go.
It'll probably take you half an hour to get around to the front at the rate it's moving.
He'll look at Sierra. Hot hands. He'll hold his hands out.
Out of character, I'm not sure what that is.
It's when you put your palms on somebody else's, smack the back of your hand. Hot hands.
Okay. Sierra's down for that. She's only half-heartedly playing. But she is kind of keeping an eye on the crowd in there, seeing if Bamboos is in that.
That's also what a party's doing. Remind me, what would it be for his impatience roll? What is it I have to roll?
Willpower.
Okay. At least he has a high willpower, thank God.
Watch that shit, botch. Just like, nah, fuck that shit, climbs the fence.
Yeah, but I could do it in a way that was so spectacular. He got 2 successes, so he's basically kind of bouncing and like chewing his lip under the thing, like gotta go, gotta go.
Sarah's sitting there thinking, well, at least he's fitting the Deadpool thing well. It's a good call.
Exactly.
It's a
Yeah,
good
he's
call.
essentially trying to play up the Deadpool part.
Full perception alertness then, please, since you're trying to keep an eye on what's going on inside.
Three successes. Oh, well, his heightened senses is off 4
Minus
or 2,
yep.
right? So 4
Minus-
successes.
You've got lots of them. Now waiting for Sierra.
Oh, we're rolling perception alertness. Sorry, I didn't see that in the side chat. Sight or movement or whatever.
It's A little bit of both.
Okay.
Also listening, so.
Oh, hey, there goes 3.
All right. Is anybody else rolling? Anyone else? Anyone?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I had a quick question.
Yes.
What is it called when the moon is in waxing crescent phase?
Waxing crescent.
Waxing crescent? It's not.
What's your question in regards to?
I don't understand how it relates to werewolf. Because werewolf is half,
That
right?
determines the difficulty for when you have to roll rage for frenzy.
Right.
And
I'm
when it's
trying
your
to figure
auspice,
out- I'm just
when
trying-
it's when the moon matches your auspice's moon, you are more likely to frenzy because you're at a lower diff, an even lower def. Right now, everybody's most of you are at a fairly high diff of 7. Sierra's at 6.
I am at 6 because I'm a theurge.
So I'm trying to figure out how to turn Violet Ox waxing into waning crescent full. I don't know
It's
what.
when waxing half moon means the moon is in between going from full to new moon, and it's halfway there, so you only have half the moon showing.
Okay, so
It's already past that.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You're
Also,
welcome.
I had no idea what the word Violet Ox actually meant as far as moon phases go. That's all I was confused about.
Oh, it's a half moon.
yeah.
All right, so you guys, Sierra, you don't see bamboozles in there. You do hear some people talking about that damn dog that just wouldn't give up yesterday. It was a good thing that those people showed up from animal control to get him.
Aw, shit. Who's doing that talking?
Some of the employees inside the dead zone.
She's gonna go and try and ask. She'll just come up to them and be like, "Hey, guys, what was that about the you mentioned a Jack Russell yesterday?"
Yeah, I kept trying to climb the fence to get in here. Fortunately, some animal control showed up and took him. I'm not sure why they were parked all the way over there, and they kind of gesture up towards the convention center. But, maybe they were just taking a route around certain people, or I don't know. Last I saw them, they were heading off that direction with the dog, so.
Towards the convention center?
Yeah, and towards those tall stairs on the kind of side front right there.
Huh. All right. Hey, thanks.
Yep.
By the way, keep up the good work, guys. She'll throw up a thumbs up and a smile.
They'll just kind of nod to you.
Looks like I found out our next stop, everyone.
So what do we do now? Animal control has.
Retrace the steps.
Symphony is looking a little panicked right now.
What's Symphony's real name?
Michelle, I think.
1 second. No.
Because Sierra would not call her Symphony in public.
I actually know 2 people named Symphony.
I do not. So
Yep. Up her sheet. Because I forgot her real name. Because I don't ever call her by that name. Monique.
okay. She'll kind of come on over like, hey, Monique, we'll get him, okay?
She nods, takes a deep breath.
All right, and how are you going to track from here?
So he was taken to like basically a set of stairs on the side of the building.
Yep.
Is that like public access or what's going on with that?
There's nothing cordoning it off, and there's a few people going up and down it, but not a lot.
Sierra's gonna try and walk in and see what happens.
You guys make your way around across the trolley tracks, train tracks, up to the front of the place, over to the stairs. Nobody seems to be guarding the stairs in any sort of way, at least not down here, so you start making your way up.
Okay. Sierra's gonna try and see if she can't get a whiff of bamboozles.
Roll perception primal urge.
There goes 2.
Yeah, you can smell him surprisingly well for if he was taken through here yesterday.
Sierra's gonna go this way. I think I got a trail.
Kate will follow, although she's not exactly happy about being like in this building for an extended period of time.
You're still outside at the moment? The stairs are on the outside of the building?
I thought the stairs were inside.
Nope, they're on the outside of the building.
Cool, then never mind that. Just follows.
Jesse follows.
You get to the top and you see a door going in on either side at the top. And then there's kind of a patio area. And there's a few guys standing almost guard at the edge of that large patio area. And there seem to be some partitions put up so you can't see into it.
So to make sure I'm understanding what's going on, so at the end of the staircase, doors leading in, there are guards?
There are doors leading in on the left and the right into
Okay.
different parts of the convention center. Then in front of you, there's like a large upper patio area, basically. There are a couple partitions, poles with drapes hanging to like block your view of what's on the other side, and a few guards in front of that.
Where is the bamboozle scent going?
It seems to be close, but it doesn't seem to go to the left or the right from where you're at.
So forward march?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. And that's where the partition is blocking us?
Correct, with guards.
Okay. As a follow-up to that, are these like regular guards, like the security that we saw around the outside of the convention, or is this
These guys are in expensive-looking suits with little cord headphones going into one ear. They're probably packing a weapon. They have sunglasses on because it's sunny.
All right.
Jesse will kind of tilt his head and he says, I know the perfect way to distract those guards. Oh, he's whispering. He says, I know the perfect way to distract those guards, but it's too elaborate. Damn.
Let me do something real quick. Sierra's sus, so she's going to sense worm those guards, since they seem like they stick out a bit.
Go ahead and roll it.
There's a 10 there, and an 8, and a 7. And I have a -2 diff. So I don't know what the diff was.
Let's see. So in the world, there's a general amount of taint, right?
Yeah.
Humans usually have a little bit just because of human life. These guys, you're sensing with your ability, and you would say these guys are very wormish.
There's no but there. I
No,
wasn't sure if you were done. Sorry.
Nope. They're very wormish.
What's the level we're talking here? Like the level that Robin was?
Enough that you had like 5 successes?
Oh, no. Yeah, Sarah's just going to look over. She'll kind of see those guards and nod her head like, all right. She doesn't say it out loud, but she looks over to the rest of the group and says, oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah.
Is that still perception alertness?
For what?
Sorry, I typed it in the chat. I didn't want to interrupt you. Kate was looking for some video cameras.
Yes, perception alertness. Or perception technology if you have it. There are cameras. Several of them.
Okay.
One watching each of the doors, one watching two watching the ramp or the stairs you're on, a couple watching over the patio.
Okay. Kate's gonna walk up to Sierra and give her a hug, and then when she hugs her, and by the way, she's super stiff. When she hugs her, she sort of just whispers into Sierra's ear how many cameras there are and about where they're located.
Sierra nods to that.
She pulls away and offers a small smile.
Check her sheet. All right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do the thing that comes to my mind, which would also come to Sierra's mind. I'm gonna activate persuasion and talk to them.
All right, activate persuasion.
Bam, persuasion's active, and she's just gonna walk up to the guards.
Okay.
You're like, hey guys, what's up?
Costume areas are downstairs.
You sure? You guys have some really fucking awesome, fucking costumes going. What are you going for? MIB? It's pretty sick.
The private party up here. You're gonna have to go downstairs.
Ooh, private party. Who's on the list?
That list is private, and if you don't know about it, you're obviously not on the list.
I mean, I don't know. I've been on lists before. Like I've definitely made my way into those parties.
You get the feeling he's giving you a very sus look behind his glasses.
Hey, that's fair. You know what? I'm gonna try to bullshit. Let's do it. And Sierra's gonna say, well, hey dude, remember E3? I was at that party. Oh god, that shit was crazy. I was at so many of those. Even during the
Roll
fucking
your manip sub.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah, she's basically talking all about her and her fucking entourage over here and how they always turn up all the time. Because they totally do.
I have a question. How long is this taking you? Because Jesse's going to step to the side and do something.
I imagine this is only like a few seconds to like maybe a minute max, but that's up to now.
Okay.
It took about as long as it did to actually say the stuff.
Okay.
Whoops. There goes 3 successes.
You can try and roll manip sub as well, Kate, if you'd like.
Okay. She's basically gonna walk over to Sierra and say something along the lines of, well, do we know, like, who's in there yet or not?
I don't know. I was getting some texts already, and I am being expected. Like, you know how it is. I always have to turn up at these things.
Wait.
People always want to give me issues, but that's okay because, you know, I'm me and I'm just very, I understand. It's all right.
What am I rolling again? Manipulation.
Subterfuge.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jesse's going to slip away and then send Kate a text.
Hey, it wasn't a botch.
All right, so you guys are talking to him, telling him that you've gotten like numbers and texts and whatnot. They say, all right, if the boss sent you a text, what's their name? If you can give me that, I'll let you in.
I'm going to do another manip sub. Because I'm about to spew some serious bullshit right now.
You can guess a name, and if you give me the name I have in mind, you can get in.
I'm going to need to... So basically, out of character now, what she's going to do is she's basically going to be like, oh yeah, I knew him by this nickname.
Okay, and what's that nickname?
You know what? Fuck it. Daddy.
His sunglasses come down to the tip of his nose. He's looking them over them at you. Kind
Kate
of tilts
is
his head.
is trying for her life to sell this. Like, no, yeah, legit.
Sorry, I'm gonna need something a little more specific than that.
I mean, do I really have to tell you all about the time you took me into that bathroom that one time? Like, do I really need to give you all those specifics?
I don't need the specifics of what you've done. I need the specifics of their name.
Oh, see, with heightened senses, can she hear over their intercoms?
You can roll to hear, sure.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see how hard I can push this. I do have -2 dip because of heightened senses.
There's nobody talking on them. The only talking is coming from the two of you who've been the three of you that have been talking.
Okay. Have either of them mistakenly mouthed the name of this person? Because some people do that. Okay.
Kate looks at Sierra and she says, I'm gonna let our group know that these guys are being assholes.
Okay, you have a strange sensation when they're asking for this name. Something about it. There's something about it that's just nagging at the back of your mind, just so you know.
Thank you. She'll pause for a minute. Just for a second, a few seconds, and then she'll walk back to the group. She's going to, since Jesse is sitting on the bathroom counter, and there's Symphony and Kimberly's character. I'm sorry.
Zahara.
Zahara, thank you. Kate is going to act like she's telling them what was happening, and she's going to say, I think I have an idea of how to get them out of that building.
I think I have an idea to get them to let us in, but it's going to take some creativity. In about 10 minutes. And I need Sierra's help. He'll like grab her and pull her into the bathroom, like playfully. To explain it.
He'll grab who? Who's he grabbing?
He grabs Kate to pull her into the bathroom to explain it, because he's not talking out here.
Okay, yeah. Just assume that Sierra's just bullshitting. Just literally the entire time.
He'll talk to her and he says, now I need to know something out of game because games run this differently. When you perform the rite of binding, okay? Does your game, the way that it runs, can you get that spirit to do something for you when you do the rite of binding?
That's usually how you make Talons.
Okay. But can you, now the question is can you bind a spirit to yourself to do something for you? Like, could you use a disguised spirit, which should be flooding this place right now, to change your appearance with the rite of binding?
It would be a very temporary thing in the Tellurian.
Can you give me like a rough ballpark?
A minute, maybe 2.
Not long enough. Okay. Well, it would be long enough to get them past the guards. Actually, what his idea is, and I'll explain it to Kate and tell me in game, please, like, let me know if this would work. Is basically they bind a disguise spirit to him, to make him look like Ryan Reynolds, and he walk back up, like lift his mask long enough for them to see that it's Ryan Reynolds and get through.
In theory, you can try, yeah.
Yeah, so he'll ask Kate, like he'll explain that to Kate, basically.
She frowns. I don't understand why they'd let you in. Who's Ryan Reynolds?
The actor who played this character. He'll kind of point up and down himself.
Oh, so they would think that
Exactly. They would think I was Ryan Reynolds,
Okay.
and they'd let us in. Probably. Here. Let's grab Sierra. Or can we, like, text her or something? I'm kind of, like, thinking about it. I mean, do you think it's a good idea? Does it sound good? I could probably only hold it for, like, a couple of minutes, but...
Kate will shrug. I have no idea. The only one who would know. Sorry, Nikki's laughing. Kate is not. The only one who would know is, well, talking with the guards. I could, take her, switch with her? Take her place? Talking to the guards?
Good, do me a favor, okay? I want you to go to her and say Rye wants to talk to her. Like, kind of mouth over to her and say Rye wants to talk to her. Ryan. He'll kind of nudge her, like, go.
She nods and walks over, and she sort of mockingly scoffs and says, "Let me handle these. Ryan needs to talk to you."
Oh, my.
Oh. All right. Seeing you both in just a moment. And then she goes to go meet up with Ryan, otherwise known as Jesse. She doesn't know who the fuck Ryan is. She's kind of just going with it.
Yeah, it basically takes Sierra's place, and she starts trying to continue to bullshit these guards.
Yeah. When Sierra walks in, he goes, okay, this is what it is. Keeping his voice low again, just by. There's probably no fucking surveillance in the bathroom, but whatever.
If you don't work at Comic-Con, that should be super illegal.
Exactly. So he'll basically say, okay.
Well, can I activate persuasion, please?
You can.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna activate persuasion. And I'm gonna roll manipulation.
So he'll tell Sierra once she's in the bathroom and they're secure, he'll say, here's the deal. We use the rite of binding, pull a disguised spirit onto me, okay? I walk up with the mask on, I pull it off, make it disguise me as Ryan Reynolds with you girls in tow. Sorry, I'm sorry. He'll kind of look at them like, I'm sorry. And we get past.
I can build off of this. I can definitely build off of this. All right.
I mean, if you can bind the spirit into something on me, maybe make it last a little longer. But I don't know. We don't have like a... I think I've heard you have to like have something prepared. Beautiful. I don't know. I don't have anything like that.
It depends. You can do other things. All right. Here's what I'm thinking. If we bind it into our costumes, you might be able to pull something off where, yeah, if we bind it into your costume, what we can do is we can turn that into a temporary tailor.
Mm-hmm.
and I already have an idea for Cheminage. How much do you like the name Ryan Reynolds?
It's a beautiful name. Attached to a beautiful man. No
How do
shrug.
How do you feel about having that name for 2 weeks?
Well then. Wait. Do we mean legally on all levels? I have to identify as Ryan Reynolds.
No, but you have to only respond to Ryan Reynolds. You can't respond to your actual name.
This is gonna make when I adopt Kate really interesting, so let's go ahead with this.
Okay. Let's do this.
All right, so Kate basically taps Sierra out and walks up and says, I don't know why you guys are being such assholes when literally Ryan Reynolds is right over there. He was with us. We should be behind that door. I don't understand what your damage is. She's all proud of herself that she used the lingo that she heard Binary using.
They kind of look at you. Ryan Reynolds, right. If you say so.
All right. So
That's basically all she gets out by the time you guys rock up.
meanwhile, question.
Answer. Answer.
If I do a rite of summoning here, would the spirit materialize?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to roll Gnosis to reach across the gauntlet first, and then you roll your summoning.
Oh, sorry?
You have to roll Gnosis to cross the gauntlet so that or basically open the gauntlet so that the spirit can come through. But yes.
Okay. So, we don't have a lot of time for this. So I can't spend like hours upon hours doing this right.
Well, you can, but it may greatly change the final outcome. So
Yeah. Oh boy, this is going to be a real hasty rite of summoning. So, what Sierra is going to do is she is going to do a spirit summoning disguise. She is going to summon a disguised spirit. And we're going to see how this goes.
okay.
What's rituals to summon, right?
Yep. Did you roll Gnosis first?
Okay.
It's diff 8.
Okay.
Diff 7. Diff 7.
There is a success.
Okay. Now roll your summoning.
Okay.
As a note, in the times that she is, when she doesn't need him, she'd notice he's looking at something on his phone, like a video. He's watching videos basically of Ryan Reynolds and like the way he talks and behaves, like to kind of help sell the point.
She'll definitely tell him to pull up some Deadpool clips from the movie Deadpool, which are probably fucking littering YouTube. And considering it's the Wall of Darkness, huh?
I'm watching them out of game.
Oh, okay, nice. Considering it's the World of Darkness, there may be pirated versions of the whole movie.
He's
just on
also
YouTube.
looking at Ryan Reynolds junkets, like press junkets for Deadpool, so that he gets Ryan Reynolds while thinking about Deadpool. You following?
Yes. What's the lower level of spirit? Isn't it Jagling? Or is it
Gaffling.
Gaffling. Gaffling is like diff 4, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Watch this shit fail, guys. Or get 4 successes.
Congratulations, you summon a disguise spirit through. It looks kind of like Sailor Moon at the moment.
Okay. Sierra's going to start off the chiminage for this spirit immediately by giving it a gnosis point,
Okay.
taking on a British sounding accent, and saying, and whispering, "Hello, great spirit. My name is Carla Crone, otherwise known as Laced with Dragons, the Urge of the Black Furies, foster and ranked, born on 2 legs.
And I am Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Spirit, I was wondering if you could perhaps assist us in a task to rescue one of our comrades.
Hmm.
You see, my friend over here, Ryan Reynolds, he truly wishes to be Ryan Reynolds. Would you like to make him Ryan Reynolds? And in exchange, he will continue to be Ryan Reynolds after you are finished helping him for 2 weeks.
Hmm. Yes, I can make him Ryan Reynolds. Definitely make him Ryan Reynolds. He'll be the most Ryan Reynolds to ever Ryan Reynolds.
Excellent. Come on, Ryan.
He'll walk over. I spent 2 weeks as Ryan Reynolds at a game, I swear to God. This
Huh?
wouldn't be the worst thing that's happened to me.
This is pretty hilarious. I don't know if anyone caught the other part of Sierra's chiminage, which was introducing herself by a different name.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. Well, I got it at least.
Yeah.
A different
That's
name and an
why
accent.
it's funny for me. But anyway, Rite of Binding. What's the
Mhm.
score of a disguise spirit?
You will be rolling at diff 6.
Diff 6? Okay. I have to spend 1 gnosis just for the right.
Right.
So that's going to bring it down to 5. I mean, so many fucking England spirits. Diff 5, and wow, that is a fail, not a botch, though. She'll be like, God damn.
Staring at you like, maybe we should make you Ryan Reynolds.
I would be a much better Carla Crone, to be honest. But yeah, she'll try it one more time.
Okay. Third point of gnosis.
Yep. So, okay.
While Kate is bullshitting these guards, she's going to start trying to pick at the part of the her brain that like she felt sort of like maybe like a tug on of something or other when they were asking for the name. Like maybe she can just pull up a name, or because she knows that there's a lot of her life that she's forgotten.
Roll me straight intelligence diff 8. That is a botch. You lost whatever it was that was nagging at you. It seems to have passed.
All right, cool. Thank you.
That was great.
Yep. Now, basically, what Sierra has done is, I think she just created a new Talon in game. Actually, Nat, Lindsay, do we mind if we use the mechanics for the Attire of Desire Talon, the one that increases your social stats and shit?
I was just gonna let him look like Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Then that means I get a joke Talon called Celebrity Outfitter, if that's okay. Can look like
Yeah, I'm cool
celebrity.
with that. Sure.
Awesome. That's really awesome. It's a bullshit Talon I'm probably never going to use ever.
So after a while, you guys finally get the spirit bound, and
He'll put the mask back on. Once he sees that he looks like Ryan Reynolds, in fact.
he does. Short hair, square
He'll kind
jaw.
of wow. This is the finest I've ever looked. He thinks to himself, I wonder if a certain someone likes Ryan Reynolds.
Aw, shit.
Oh my god.
Just for you. Just for you. Yes, he will he'll kind of look at Sierra and he's like, "Okay. You ready?"
Yep.
Once we get past I don't know what we're dealing with. Like, I'm just getting us to the door. Just to be clear.
I'll make it up as I go along. It's fine.
I mean, that does seem to be the soup du jour, but he'll smile. Are you ready? Because I'm gonna have to kind of walk out here with some bass in my voice. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get us past. So I'm gonna have to kind of take the lead for a second. It's clear that he's referred to her as the alpha in this situation.
Yeah, no, Sierra says it's all good. Go for it.
Now I'm the one in charge. Not literally, figuratively. So he'll again, he's got the mask on, and he'll slide it off. Like he'll put it on. He'll slide the mask on, and he'll go out with her, and he'll do his best to not impersonate but emulate the way that Ryan Reynolds walks, but not too much. Like not overly going about it. He's just shooting for the ballpark, and he'll go up to Kate. And he'll kind of like what he'll do is he's going to try to convey to her that he's behind her before she kind of gets it. Do you follow?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try to like fake out, quote unquote, surprise her, but he's also not wanting to scare her herself. He's just trying to fake out that he's trying to surprise her. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It makes sense to the Nikki. It doesn't mean it's gonna make sense to the Kate.
All right,
But
you
so he'll kind of
sneak up behind her, sort of.
Yeah, he'll sneak up behind her and kind of like kind of tap her shoulders with both hands. And he's like, he'll say, "What's the holdup?"
Hey, somebody taps your shoulders and says, "What's the holdup?"
Yeah. She jumps a little bit when her shoulders tapped, and she looks around and she knows that Jesse was dressed as Deadpool.
But this doesn't look like Jesse at all.
Yeah.
Well, he still has the mask lowered.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
He pulls the mask lowered. So he's not like not expecting Deadpool, even if he might be the wrong shape.
yes. Oh, go on.
I'm not entirely. You know what? She's going to use her sense of smell to make sure that it's actually him.
Well, perception primal urge.
Thank you.
So you go. Take a few quick
She's
sniffs.
going to take one very long, indrawn breath, almost like she's trying to stable herself, but she's using it to scent him.
Okay.
Like, yeah, scent the air.
It definitely smells like him.
Excellent. She nods and she says, they're not letting us in.
He'll kind of shake his head and kind of pull up the mask on the front and kind of lean in. Like he portrays like that celebrity, what the fuck are you holding me up for? But like in a polite way, but kind of like, what's up? Why? Guys? What's going on? What's up? Why are you holding me up?
You're right. It is Ryan Reynolds. And he pulls up a PDA from his pocket. Checks it. Nope.
He'll
Still not on
put
the
his
list.
arm. He'll put his arm around Kate, kind of she's in my entourage way. What I have to be on a list now? He'll kind of like shake his head, like looking at her, like really?
Yeah, I was surprised too. Shit.
Yeah, Kate will just sort of shrug. Can you ask if maybe your proprietor, sorry, I should say proprietor, maybe if your boss wants Ryan Reynolds in at this party?
I mean, if he doesn't, that's fine. I can go over to Puff Daddy's.
Enjoy your time at Puff Daddy's.
I don't think anybody would really enjoy their time at Puff Daddy's, so he'll just he'll shake his head like, okay. Funny enough, guys.
Actually, oh, wait a minute. Oh, out of care. Oh, shit. How wide open is this place? This area?
You're in about a 10-foot across space between this tier of building. And so you have about a 10 by 10 area that you all are in right now.
So if someone were to, I don't know, just kind of slip on in past the guards while they're preoccupied.
That is the
with
other thing.
Reynolds.
Trying to make a distraction too.
That
Yeah.
would be very difficult, but you could try.
All right. Okay. Let's see what I got here.
He'll basically just if you want me to roll for it, he's basically just trying to get the guards to let him through.
They do not seem inclined to let you through.
My lord.
So what would be the diff to kind of just slip through?
Diff 7, because they're not very far apart. And you'd be moving the thing hanging behind them, so that'd kind of give it away a bit.
Okay. Fuck the police. I'll drop a willpower.
Fuck the police.
Woo! There's one. Who's the defender?
They are, because you're trying to do something past them.
All right then.
Ma'am, you can't go back there if you're not on the list.
He'll just shake his head. How disorganized are you? I'm trying to be nice about this, but I need to get back there.
You're not on the list, therefore you don't need to be back there.
I normally don't like to, he'll kind of like half and half his hand, like to, throw around, but how am I not on the list?
This isn't a celebrity party.
He'll think for a moment, and he'll look at he'll kind of take a quick glance at Sierra and at Kate.
Well,
And the fact of the matter is that there are like probably 1,000 people within this general area. We can assume,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that was exactly the idea.
Up here, there's the 6 of you. 2 guards and 4 Garu.
So there are
And
no
6 cameras.
So there are no other people right here.
Nope. Also, I should mention that these guys don't seem to be put off by you guys at all. So they could be very strong-willed individuals.
How far is any crowd?
The nearest crowd is at the bottom of the stairs, so probably 50 feet.
Yeah, he'll kind of lean into Kate, who he's got his arm around, and he'll kind of like gently whisper, "Hey, why don't you let the crowd at the bottom of the stairs know Ryan Reynolds up here?" What he said was, "Why don't you let the crowd at the bottom of the stairs know Ryan Reynolds up here?"
Kate will nod and just sort of, oh my god, she's gonna walk trying to find a crowd of people, but she's also terrified of being in that crowd of people.
All right, are you gonna go in one of the doors or down the stairs, Kate?
Actually, she's gonna open one of the doors and just shout, "Oh my god, it's Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool!"
You see a few people inside kind of turn and slowly start making their way towards you.
She will walk over to the other door, assuming the guards do not stop her.
They let you go in the doors?
Sweet, she'll open that door. You're like, "Hey guys, it's Ryan Reynolds out here as Deadpool."
And he'll play it up.
And a few more people start heading towards your way. You've got maybe 8 to 10 people coming from both sides. I should also mention that it's very loud inside, so your voice isn't traveling very far in that.
She smiles and she walks up to Ryan. And she says, "You should take pictures with your fans and put it on the
Snapchat." He'll nod like he's pretty sure he understands it.
She's like, she sort of just nods and then she whispers to him, "One with the bird."
Crowd at the bottom of the stairs. It's called Twitter, but crowd at the bottom of the stairs.
She nods and goes down to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. You say it down at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm
Yep.
going to need you to roll your phobia for me.
Yay!
Stout heart, girl.
And that is a fail. Your phobia is kicking in. You're now surrounded by a swarm of people moving up the stairs.
Right.
You're alone.
So Kate's going to just sort of slide down to a step, and she's going to cover the back of her head, and she's going to shut her eyes. She's going to make herself as small as possible and just, like, sort of rock herself back and forth, like, hoping it goes away soon.
So yeah, basically, it's less that he's trying to provide a distraction and trying to pull in so many people that the guards can't really keep track of who's trying to get past that door.
Okay.
Like his general point is to make a scene.
So Kate goes down there and says whatever she says, and then people start moving up, and then you lose sight of Kate completely.
Okay. Alas, right now his objective cannot be swerved from, and Kate is going to have to I hate to say this because it sounds kind of cruel, but he has faith that Kate will eventually pull herself together and that he has to pay attention to what he's doing.
It's legit. No, Kate's gotta learn to deal.
Yeah, like just Jesse. Jesse has been thus far teaching her, you gotta cope, you gotta deal. And he's doing it right now. He's got to pay attention to his objective.
You do hear one of the guys say something over their walkie-talkie. Meet back up at the front entrance.
Kate,
So yeah.
when the throng doesn't stop, she's going to look for what looks like the safest place. Do I need to roll perception for that?
Define safest place in this mindset.
In this mindset, safest place is not a crowd of people.
You can see that easily.
Cool.
Is she just gonna run then,
Yes,
or?
she's going to escape there as quickly as she possibly can, and then proceed to make herself as small as she possibly can. Again.
All right, people at the top of the stairs, please roll perception alertness. Diff 7. I would say 8, but you have the advantage of height, which will help.
Based on what sense?
Vision, you're trying to catch somebody running.
Okay.
Does heightened senses help?
Yep, still your senses.
Got 3.
I put HS, will you get that it's heightened senses and not High School Musical?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So that's the 3 successes on my end.
Okay, so you guys think you are pretty sure you see Kate stand up and start running away.
He takes a deep breath and fights his own urge to basically, like, not hover parent her. She needs to buck up. So he basically kind of, I'm actually gonna roll willpower for him, if you guys don't mind.
Actually, is Symphony gonna go and grab her so that way, like?
Okay.
What do you
Yeah.
want Symphony to do?
If Symphony can like grab Kate.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, not necessarily console her, but considering there are 2 worm-tainted individuals there, like splitting off definitely isn't good, and a cub just splitting off is definitely not the best thing.
Yeah, he gets over his urge to helicopter parent her because he realizes that in actuality she is probably not in actual danger. She just needs to tough up,
That's fair.
which she's not going to do if he doesn't leave her the fuck alone and let her get to it. She a big girl. She got this.
Yeah, Symphony
So, yeah.
goes down to grab Kate, and
So he's basically just
Follow.
playing up the crowd, trying to get as many people into this area as he can, taking pictures with them, signing boobies, kissing, everything that he possibly can do to whip this crowd into a frenzy.
There are now 4 guards standing behind you at the curtain. And they've pretty much blocked off that area so nobody can even slip past them. Four guys standing shoulder to shoulder in a 10-foot space.
So what he'll do, about how many people have they gotten here now?
There's probably up here with you, probably in the top 5 or 6 steps of where you're at, 30 or 40 people.
Okay. When it reaches, if it reaches about 50, can you let me know?
There's not quite enough room for with people coming and going now for it to get that high.
So if you want, I can roll a performance to whip this crowd into a literal basic people frenzy. Because he wants them to do something that I have seen people do in real life. So I think that they could be coaxed to do it. Do I need to roll like a performance roll or like a subterfuge roll?
Charisma leadership.
Okay. I do not believe I have leadership though, but do I? No, we don't. Oh well. That means I can still roll it, but at a difficulty, I think, right?
Leadership is
Or is it a talent?
actually talent, I think.
Okay. By the way, and I never really call for this, but does his charming count here?
Depends on what you're trying to do with them.
He is trying to be charming. Like Ryan Reynolds can be very charming. You can admit that.
Yes.
What he's going to do is he's going to he's basically going to take like the mask part of his costume,
Mm-hmm.
sign it, and throw it past the guards to get those girls to go after it. So what I want to do is roll his charisma with its charming, and roll his. And I was going to ask if his animal magnetism counts here.
It would.
So that's basically what he's trying to do. Get like essentially 30 to 40 people to essentially storm these 4 guards. This is either the best or worst idea. I do realize this, by the way.
Okay, well, while you do that, I will respond to Sierra's action of peeking across. You see some usual spiders crawling around the convention center. It's well maintained, so it's not surprised that its umbral reflection is well maintained. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly dangerous from what you can see here. There are some bird spirits flying above. There are a lot of disguised spirits like swarming around you right now. Off in the distance, since you're near the ocean, there's some water spirits.
No sign of bamboozles, though.
Not on the umbral side, no.
Wait a minute. I have a very, very, very weird question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there Mountain Dew spirits?
You can roll me an additional perception alertness to try and pick them out of the crowd of things.
Okay, well, she's specifically trying to look towards the partition and stuff.
Okay.
Because I assume the partition does not have an umbral reflection yet. Right? Like, does she see one?
You what? Sorry, I missed your question.
I'm sorry about that. I was just asking, like, it stands to figure that the partition probably hasn't been long enough there for, you know, a umbral reflection of it to be there. Unless I'm wrong.
No, there is no umbral reflection of it.
Okay. I was just making sure she was looking in that direction and not, like, the opposite direction. But, yeah, perception alertness. Based on vision and movement?
Yes, vision.
Whew, looks like there's just one.
You see some kind of busy-looking spirit of some sort, but you can't quite get a clear look. There's a lot of disguised spirits around you that are kind of swarming.
Okay.
Sorry. Meanwhile, Kate has leaned down and whispered something to Symphony, being very out of breath, you know, fighting the panic, you know, the rising panic, just barely keeping it in check, and says, "We can get them out of the building."
What do you mean?
Fire alarm. They have to come out.
That would work. Use that as a last resort, though, because that causes a lot of confusion and.
She nods, like, vigorously, like that was her plan, but she just needed to get it across to you in case she couldn't do it.
Yeah. Symphony. Yeah, she'll agree that if we have to do that, that we can. But she'll, like, you know, hold Kate's hand or give her or hug her, however Kate allows Symphony to touch her, just to try and console her a little bit. Get her to stop freaking out.
Right. Kate will let her wrap her arms around her, even though she seems, like, really stiff. It's more like this is the uncomfortable she can deal with, and that is the uncomfortable that she can't.
Right. Symphony will take her back up the stairs. And
she's trying really hard.
you can roll your willpower again.
Okay, cool.
And you passed.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the physical touch and probably the scent of a wolf from her own sept just really helps to calm her down, and then she's taking her back to where she knows her companions are.
Right.
So that's
Symphony
probably helping too.
Symphony does know they went sideways, right?
Nobody's gone sideways yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just peeked.
Yeah, I just peeked.
Oh, all right.
I understand
Okay.
there's just like a lot of spirits. So there weren't any bane?
Nope.
Okay, so you guys will see Symphony returning with Kate, and Kate looks like she's doing much better than she was before.
So this is what I need to do. I need to basically, in his action, he's trying to get Sierra's attention. And what he does basically is like he'll sign the mask and he'll kind of hold it up a little bit, not like very high, but like a little bit, and kind of shake it. And when he does that, he looks at Sierra like, look at me, look at me. Like it looks like he's just kind of shaking it, but he'll kind of like play with the crowd, like, who am I giving it to? Who am I giving it to? You know what I mean? And he'll look at Sierra, and his eyes will kind of jerk super fast at the guards, like, I'm gonna throw it at them. And he wants visual confirmation that that's what she wants, basically. That's okay.
You know what? Fuck the police. Sierra's gonna grip her staff a little tighter, and she'll just kind of give a nod like she's ready.
Okay. He'll basically kind of play around with the crowd a little bit, kind of getting them hyped up for someone to get this mask from Ryan Reynolds. And then, do you need me to roll for that, by the way?
Please.
Okay. I'm going to spin a willpower, by the way. So, okay, so that would be his charisma. You said his charming counted? Because he was trying to be charming?
Yes, charming counts.
Okay, now, does his animal magnetism count?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spin a point of willpower, by the way.
Okie dokie.
Writing down the stuff I'm doing in it. Let me spell animal correctly. There you go. There's the roll. Oh, yes! Yes!
Aw, shit. Here we go.
Oh, that was so
Yeah.
many successes! I think that would be in total, with the willpower spent, what?
4.
That's 4, yeah. Because
Yeah.
willpower gives you automatic success and adds to the total number of successes. So.
And the charming specialty with the 10?
Oh, yeah. And your specialty.
So that's
So-
5.
That's 5.
Good
Damn.
morning! Go get that mask, girls. Go get it.
You get the people riled up, and the guards see you doing this. You know, they can hear it and see it because it's literally right there in front of them, and you see them starting to pull guns as you're about to throw it. You still throw it?
If they want to shoot up a room full of little girls,
In front of 6 cameras. Oh, that's what Kate will do. Kate will take out her phone and start filming.
he'll give them a minute to notice that Kate's filming.
She's even gonna use the bright little light of dot thing on her phone, almost like you'd use like almost a flash. She never knew how to turn it off anyway, so it's very, very obviously recording.
Good job, by the way. That again.
All right, so you get them riled up. You get her filming, and that doesn't seem to bother them.
Jesse is really. Oh God. If you don't assign this guy that saw Tardy Fly after this.
But they do have weapons drawn, and the people are starting to back away from them.
Okay, so they're not getting more riled up.
He'll throw it down the. He'll throw it into the crowd. Like just he'll throw it up.
And people will scramble for it. And it's been, let's see, that long. You can almost hear a little whisper in your head, Jesse. Your time is almost up.
He'll. Oh God. His little inner coyote is like, do this, do this, do this.
Considering we don't have too many more options at this point, Sierra didn't want to do this, but it's probably going to be needed. Sierra is going to grab Kate and grab Ryan and say, come on, come on. Ain't no party's worth getting shot, right?
He'll shake his head.
Kate will nod and like basically turn the camera on her phone off if she can.
Is there a vending machine around here?
Yeah, I saw one in the. I saw one down the hall, around the way.
Okay.
I don't have that
This
much
is
longer.
pure.
Whispers.
Huh?
I don't
This
have
is
that much
purely
longer.
for Sierra. Sierra is going to buy a Pepsi. Just say, y'all buy Pepsis for each of the guards and say, y'all have a nice day.
Okay, you set the Pepsis down and
That's purely for her.
okay.
That there's no ulterior motive behind that. But what she's gonna do, she's gonna Ryan and Cage are gonna back away, unless there's a significant opposition to doing so.
Nope.
If I see the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. God, there he goes.
As the people leave, they start putting their weapons away.
Technically, he'll kind of mouth softly to Sierra. Technically, couldn't we go into the shadow?
Huh?
He'll kind of like look at her and like lean in.
Please say it out loud.
I do. He'll say, technically, couldn't we just go in through the shadow?
That's my idea.
He'll grin. You can tell his general feeling is, well, why didn't we do that first? But okay.
I mean, if he wants to ask, he can go right on ahead.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Okay.
He's letting the Thayer do her Thayer thing.
So once they get somewhere relatively private, so a gender neutral bathroom.
And Jesse once again looks like Jesse.
Okay. There, Sierra's gonna be like, all right, guys, gotta do this thing sideways again. Kate, be ready for a crash course. This is gonna be significantly more difficult than it was before. Okay.
She just nods, although her eyes are a little bit wide.
Jesse is going to turn to Kate, and he's going to say to her, you know, I don't like to tell you what to do or how to do it. Okay, but I got to make sure you know something right now. Okay? Since you don't have Dazzles here or any of your main mentors.
She just
Like-
looks at him like, yeah.
You need to make sure we protect the Veil. Okay? It's one of the highest tenets of the living more out here. You are the Philodox in this. We have to maintain the Veil. Okay?
She'll nod.
The veil was the entire reason why I didn't just take out those guards right there.
He just needs to make sure that she knows that, like, tenet, like, he doesn't know that she knows that, so he's making sure.
She nods, frowning, and she says, I've been taught. Well,
He'll nod at her. She knows that look on his face. It's one of those now is not the time or place, and he'll elaborate later. They'll kind of give her a soft
Yeah,
look.
she nods, and he gets this feeling like she would have said more, but the veil.
Exactly.
There's 70 cross space for everybody. Gnosis, please and thank you.
Okay. Bam. I believe the gauntlet here is what, 7 or 8?
Hey, girl. Look at you, fancy.
7.
Okay.
Rolling
I got-
Gnosis, difficulty 7.
Thank you.
Sierra's across lickety split. Jesse's across pretty quick. Takes Kate a little bit, but she gets across as well. But eventually you all are across. You're in the emerald reflection of the bathroom.
All right.
This is cleaner than I thought it would be.
So
Moment.
Sierra's going to look to the group and say, all right, let's get moving now. Sierra's going to peek out of the bathroom towards the partition, see what's over there instead.
You see just a couple wandering spirits. Nothing
Okay.
of particular note.
All right. Sierra's going to start making her way towards the partition then. Are those spirits Banes? What?
Nope.
Okay. It's going to start moving forward, seeing if anyone's going to give her beef.
So far, nobody seems to really care.
Okay. Once she's past the partition, she's going to go ahead and peek again.
Okay. I should mention that there's several of those fizzy spirits out here in this area, and they definitely have a kind of pale green yellow look to them.
Okay. Sierra's going to tilt her head. You know what? I fucking wonder. Sierra's going to start to walk towards one of those spirits. She'll tilt her head and she'll just ask, do the do?
Do the do, dude!
Okay, yeah, these are Mountain Dew spirits. I never thought I was going to say that statement, ever. Wow.
That is not something I ever thought I would hear. To be fair.
You should totally do the do, too!
Hey, so one of my comrades, someone that does the do very frequently, in fact, I believe that he is a big fan of yours. His name is Bamboozles the Worm. Lupus Ragabash of the Bone Gnawers, foster and ranked. We are searching for him, and we believe he is somewhere around here.
Right! Little dude. Yeah, he's totally awesome, man. We never get to hang out anymore, though. It's like totally bummer, man.
Hey, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Sierra's gonna go on with this. She's gonna be like, bruh, I fucking know. Look. I'm gonna see if I can't make some of the best damn mixes of Mountain Dew I fucking can. So that way my dudes and my dudettes and my dudes of no or either or other genders can partake of the dew. You can help me
That
find
is-
where my homeboys at?
That is totally righteous. I'm sure he's like right there. But like not there, like and another there. Oh, that's like existential or something.
Kate looks to Jesse like, what?
Jesse has spirit speech.
Yeah, Sarah is translating for the group.
His face right now is just like he'll kind of hold his arm out to Kate, like, "Hold me, child, please."
Symphony.
Yeah.
If people are translating, Symphony is just got her arms crossed, is glaring at these spirits like, you little bastards.
Kate is like trying to figure out what the fuck they mean by there, and there. She doesn't understand the difference at all. And she's like, you can see her trying to work it out in her head and it not making any sense.
But yeah, little dude was like totally wrecking up these like nasty, like tainty, evil, yucky dudes, and like it was totally bodacious to watch him just like tear through them and stuff. And like he went to go get a drink afterwards because he was thirsty, and then these other dudes totally like grabbed him and stuff, and they brought him over here, so we came to like check on him, but like we can't like go across and stuff, so that's like totally bogus. But like they said like this chick, like she's named after like a star or something, was like taking samples and like doing tests and stuff, but like they said she can only do it at night or something. But like these dudes are like totally heinous, man. Like I don't think they like really hurt him, but like I haven't like seen him hurt him in a while, so I think they might have like drugged him or something.
Kate.
Dude, that's totally fucking bogus.
Totally.
Yes.
So
Oh,
as this is getting translated, and the mention of tests only done at night triggers something in you, and it triggers this response that is familiar, but it also makes you a little bit afraid, but also angry. But you can't really figure out why.
Yeah, for Sierra, like tests only done at night is fucking weird.
I did, if you didn't catch it, narrate that Jesse had put his arm around her. He's going to kind of look down at Kate when he hears that to kind of see where she is.
She is slightly shaken, and you can see that her face it's very blank because she's got that look on her face that only Sierra and Jesse would have seen before, which is when she's deep in thought trying to work something out. To anyone else, it just kind of looks like blank face, like maybe she's spacing out a little bit while paying attention or something.
He's, you know how we figured out that she processes and then she'll get to a point where she starts to over process. If he notices her getting to over process, he'll kind of gently. Are you there?
Yeah, Kate also takes a rage. And you need to roll your rage, because it's now at 4.
Oh, great. Give me a minute.
It's diff 7, so. Oh, you're really good. Okay. All right. So yeah. Continue your role playing.
Apparently, it's more fear than anger.
He'll
Yes, that would make sense. Yeah.
Yes.
he'll guide by holding her chin, not hard or like patronizing, but just in a guiding way. he'll get her to look up at his face.
He
And
looks up at his face and she grabs his arm, and her grip, like her hands, I don't know how this translates to the Umbra, but her hands would have felt cold and maybe a little bit clammy, and she is definitely shaken.
he'll take a deep breath at the grab, and he'll say, he'll say, look at me. Like, he'll get her attention to, like, kind of bring her back out a little bit more. Like, look here. Like, pay attention to here.
She's looking at him.
Bring your mind back. Come on. Get back. There's nothing that getting angry or not being here will do for you. It's only going to get you killed.
She nods, and he can see a single tear from each eye just slowly fall down the side of her face. And she says, she sort of half whispers the words, "I don't understand. Why am I so scared?"
I told you. You've been conditioned. But you got to break out of that. The only way that you can break out of it is by fighting it. And that's a fight that's inside you, and I can't do anything to go inside you and fight that fight for you. You have to do it. But I have faith in you that you can do it. You're one of the strongest people I've ever met. You hear me? We'll give her like a little shake. Like, not a heart, but like a little like move.
Yeah, she nods. And she swallows, and she nods her head again, like, and blinks again, like she's trying. You can see her trying.
You got this. Okay? Take a minute. And I'll kind of like, he'll pat her, giving her a minute to process.
So yeah, like little dude is like here, but you know, like there, because he's not here, obviously. So yeah, I hope he's all right. Little dude's totally righteous. I don't suppose like you, Miss Theurgy Crescent Moon Lady, like, can you totally go over there and like check on him and like see if he's okay, make sure the little dude's alive? Cause that little dude's like totally cool.
Bro, that's what I came here to do. Bro.
Sweet.
And so Sierra's going to peek across and see if she can't find Bamboozles now.
Alright, roll your gnosis to look across.
Beautiful. Oh my god, Nikki, that fucking hashtag. I saw that shit.
That damn thing killed me.
Not a botch. It is not a botch.
You have natural channel, don't you?
Yeah.
So 7 drops to 6.
Okay.
So yeah, you see Bamboozle's kind of just laying on a basically a puppy pad, like basically right in front of these spirits. And he looks to be unconscious.
Okay. Is there anyone else around him?
Not that you can see.
Okay. Sierra is going to say out loud, I have a visual on Bamboozles. Looks like he's unconscious. He doesn't look hurt.
That is totally righteous. I'm so glad to hear that. Like, can you just like go and get him and like take him back to that symphony chick? She's like his bestie and stuff. Like, he always says such good stuff about her. Like, but that's like part of the reason we don't hang out is because like she's all worried about him and stuff. But he's cool and he's good with us no matter what, man. We've been trying to keep an eye on him, but it's kind of hard.
Oh, dude, I totally respect that, man. I totally respect that. That's totally radical of you. Hey, dude, listen. I gotta tell you something, dude.
What's up, dude?
Just because he's devoted to somebody don't mean that he cares about you any less, all right, man? Dude, I just need you to know that, all right, man?
We know, dude.
Hey, you're an all right dude.
So are you, dudette.
Dude. And then she's gonna fucking like put a thumbs up and wiggle it. Meanwhile, she is gonna, say like, Ryan, Kate, I need you two to like peek across to the Tellurian and see what else we have over there. Why am I still talking like that?
Kate is gonna peek across anyway.
Does it take to peek again? I'm sorry, it's your gnosis, right?
Yeah, it just gnosis.
Correct.
Botch.
Difficulty is 7.
Oh, I thought you said you botched. I was like, oh shit. Oh,
I just said
Oh.
I botched.
I didn't see the
You don't see nothing, Jazzy. What was Kate looking for?
Kate was asked to peek across and see what she could see around Bamboozles, so that's what she did.
From where you're at, all you see is like a square pad of some sort of cloth or paper or something that he's laying on, and a few red solo cups. One of them is knocked over and has kind of an icky looking thing coming out of it. You can't really tell what it is because you only got 1 success.
She's going to relay that information to Sierra.
I don't see it. Are we sure we're looking at the same thing?
Yeah. Ryan, that's a wall.
He'll kind of back up, blink. Way too much peyote. Just gonna shrug, look back at them.
Kate makes a mental note to Google peyote.
Oh no. Fucking coyotes.
That's great.
Anyway, all right. She's gonna look to the Mountain Dew spirit again. She's like, dude, do they mess with his drinks?
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
Dude, we need to wake him up. She looks at the Mountain Dew spirit.
Yeah, Kate will look at the Mountain Dew spirit as well. Aren't you made of caffeine?
Yeah. Symphony probably knows where Sierra's going with this.
Symphony is like, hold on. I have a thing I can do to see if there's a way to wake him up without that stuff.
All right. The main issue is the only reason we need him awake is because he needs to step sideways.
He's my packmate. I can drag him.
Wonderful.
We don't need him awake.
Kate's eyes go wide, and it looks like she's absorbing this information like a sponge.
Symphony turns to Kate as she sees that her eyes are wide. Yes, when you are in a pack with somebody, only one of you needs to be able to successfully cross, and you can drag the rest of your packmates with you. So not everybody has to try and do it by themselves.
Wow, that's. Thank you for. Thank you.
You're welcome. She's gonna go get him and bring him back across. But she's gonna use I think it's dream speak to see if she can see what's going on in his head.
Is she gonna be
Yeah,
saying out
dream
loud
speak.
what she's seeing?
She'll relay whatever she sees.
All right. So, did you make your roll?
No, I'm about to do that. What's empathy? One success. That's all I need.
I'm waiting for my copy of it to open up so I see what it. Hello. All right. Dream speak. Empathy. All right. So, what she sees is Bamboozles is running through the darkness, kind of lost. You can almost feel like there's a presence looming around his mind. And anytime he starts to get towards like light or something that he feels like is the way out, something like blocks him or diverts him and he loses sight of that light. So he's just running lost in the dark in his own mind, in his own dreams.
We should get him back to Sept. She's actually going to put his little unconscious body in her spider satchel, because that's what she carries, and it is big enough to hold Bamboozles.
Symphony, right? You may want to just kind of let the spider satchel open a little bit so that way he gets air.
I will when we step sideways again. He doesn't necessarily need to breathe in the Umbra.
Actually, out of character, do you need to breathe in the Umbra? Like, do you guys roll it that you don't need to breathe?
You don't need to eat or drink. Why would you need to breathe?
Well, okay, that's fair. But all right.
If you're in certain umbral zones, like an elemental plane of water, you would need a source of breathing just because of the nature of that particular place, but in general, no.
Okay. Good to know. I did not know that here.
And so she grabs Bamboozles and brings him back, and
And yeah, so Symphony will elect to stay in the Umbra until they get back to the location of their car. And then we'll have everybody step sideways to get back into the car. And I'm not going to make y'all roll for that. She will, open up her bag and set Bamboozles on her lap for the car ride home and just pet him.
Jesse will look over at him and smile. But for anyone who's looking at him, it's very clear that he's deep in thought. He'll kind of look back out at the road after a moment.
What's up, Ryan?
Oh no, I'm just. My thoughts are pulling me two different ways. You remember when those guards pulled their guns? And I couldn't throw the mask in the direction?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's a good or a bad thing.
That you didn't throw the mask anyway?
I'll nod.
Well, the way I see it, if you threw the mask, we may have been able to get in and get Bamboozles, but we probably would have had a large veil breach on our hands. Since I don't think any of us are going to take getting shot very lightly. At best, they would have caught us on camera murdering some dudes in Hamid. At worst, well, any of us popping Krynos or Hispo or whatever would have been leaked all over the net. I think it was the right call. But that's just me.
Sarah, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why was no point of that narrative the fact that there were 40 to some odd people standing there that would have been shot? I'll look back at her. Did you even think about that? I'm not trying to chastise you right now. I'm being genuine.
I did. That's another reason. But I'll be honest, not everyone has the same stance on humans as I do. So, for Garu, I typically go for practical. At least for situations like those.
And that's what my mind's torn on right now. Is it something that do we lose our care for humanity after a while, or are those that maintain it seen as weak? I just couldn't do it. I couldn't put those people in danger, even if it meant getting back our packmate. Well, he'll point at Memes, her packmate.
Well,
and about 95% of me says that that's a good thing, actually, that I still have that going for me. That's good. But then there's 5% of me that says that that's a weakness inside of myself. And I don't know why it's telling me that. Maybe it's just my rage or something, you know?
as Garu, it is our duty to keep Gaia safe. And fortunately, humans are Gaia for the most part. However, unfortunately, humans aren't the only parts of Gaia. It's something that I had to learn from my dad after my change. Once you're in this world now, all life is precious to a certain extent, not just the human ones. And not even just the wolf ones.
I just don't want to get to the point where my ability to judge whose life is worth what becomes compromised. That's all. He'll lean over. He's like, if it's okay, he's sitting next to Kate. because there's only so many places for him to sit realistically. And he'll like kind of like chastely put his head on her shoulder, like he's sprained too much.
Fair.
Yeah, Kate is actually pretty lost in her own head as well. But she looks over and she says, all we can do is judge for ourselves. Everything is subjective. We have to know what's right, what we can live with. We have to judge for ourselves. We have to trust ourselves to know the difference. Because when it comes to a split moment, if it comes to a split moment, which it can, you have to be sure to be able to act in that split moment. You have to know that you're doing what's right for you, what's right for you to be able to sleep at night. She grows quiet.
Have I ever told you how terribly proud you make me every day? You smile softly.
She'll blush, and not really say anything. The edge of her lips curl into a smile, though.
He'll kind of lean back and like settle on her shoulder, and he'll honestly start to fall into a nap while they have time riding.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's about a 30, maybe a little longer. Getting out of Comic-Con traffic takes a little while, so about
Yeah.
a 30, 45-minute drive back to Sept.
Alrighty then.
He'll gently sleep.
Kate is mostly silent, very, very deep in thought.
I think that's a good place for us to end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. See you next time.